I hear every edit. I hear every edit. I hear everything and all of that fight. Yeah, that's when Christine threw the champagne and John's face. And, oh yeah, that one. That's when Lindsay and Stevie were yelling at each other on the microphone. And it's like, I'm just this young guy. I was interested in the secretary that was working there. So just all this work stuff got in the way. But anyway, any questions?
What if you advised your daughter, who's making her way?
Oh yeah. Well, so for those of you who don't know, my daughter's Colby Calais. She's got a single out. She's got a record out. She's a Grammy award-winning artist, and she was from the time she was 11 years old. She was always singing around the house and just had a great voice. The only thing I could take credit for is I told her one day. I said, you know, if you're going to be an artist, you need to write your own songs. I said, because buying your own songs is expensive, and you can't get good ones until you're a big shot, and until you get a big shot, you can't get good ones. So it's a double-edged sword. So I said, that means that you need to learn to play an instrument. I said, honey, I promise you, if you learn to play an instrument, the first time you strum a chord or play a chord on a piano, your heart will reach out and you will sing something. So she took my advice. She took guitar lessons, and the first day she wrote the song. So, and in fact, the day that she wrote Bubbly, there's seeing all my friends showing up. The day she wrote Bubbly, she was still living with us, and she said, Dad, I'm not writing songs anymore. And I said, you know why? That's because you're always running around. You're always doing something. I said, why don't you just lock yourself in your room this weekend and get bored? You know, stop going out with your girlfriend. Just get bored. So she comes down Sunday night and written Bubbly.
Turn the iPhone off.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah.
One of the most interesting things that I found when I read the book, how did you come up with this idea to hire an entire concert hall with nobody in it to record Christine on piano and a solo vocal? I mean, what a brilliant idea. And if this was being done today by a novice producer, would any record company allow you to go through that expense, do you think?
Yeah, I think that, you know, you have to be a salesman, you know, in a way. I had what he's talking about is that when we were recording the album, Christine one night said, she just sat down and started playing the song on the piano. On the piano, I was kind of rolling up cables after the session, but it was the initial Songbird, and it was very raw, very rough, and on this piano in a dead studio, and to me it just sounded wrong. The piano sound was too muted, too dead. So but I had my last project before this one. I had just recorded Joni Mitchell's live album, and we had done Joni Mitchell in a number of live venues, the Universal Amphitheater here, the Hollywood Bowl, the Berkeley Community Theater, and I remember her piano sounded so good in the Berkeley Community Theater, in this concert hall, where the piano would resonate out through the hall, and so we were up in Sausalito, not very far from Berkeley. So I said to the Fleetwood Mac, I said, hey, you know, this piano doesn't sound really great right now. It's a nice sounding piano, but it's not right for the song. I said, I have an idea. How about if we go to Berkeley Community Theater and use their piano and play in this live hall? They went, okay. So, you know, and the fact that the Fleetwood Mac's previous album was still climbing the charts, the record company's going, whatever, sure. So that was a lot, but it was really a lot of fun, you know. I mean, I look back on this record, the 12 months I spent, and all I can remember is exhaustion, total and complete exhaustion. But take that aside, it was the most fun I ever had, you know, 'cause like you said, I mean, I'm going to go record in this hall, and I'm going to have this truck come, and I'm going to put every expensive microphone that I can get anywhere, and I was like, can't, you know, and we were, I mean, not me, but it was just, really, I mean, you know, right place at the right time. If I don't win the lotto now, I won already, you know, so, great.
I'm sure you have some great stories in the book, but can you just give us one, like something crazy that happened during
Sex, drugs, rock.
What do you think?
When Lindsay choked you.
here?
Oh, choke me. Okay. Okay. Well, this has to come out. I didn't realize we bring out the big guns right at the beginning. So Lindsey Buck.